Hi, this is Dale Janota with School Board Support Services. I'm kind of an old guy that refuses to retire. I just have this constant need to feel productive, and I thought at the same time I should help people out with something here. And I'm going to show you how your teachers are paid over a period of time in Sonoma County. And I tell you how simple it is. I have 200 what do I have? 917 schools in my study, but I'm going to just see how you compared with the county. So that's all I had to do is I have all your data for 2019-20. If you're still working under an old structure, I put in your most recent. And when I say a study, this is comprehensive. I don't look at just salaries. I look at benefits. I combine benefits to salary and analyze that as well. And then I do everything on a per diem basis and then also student teacher ratio. That opens up some eyes. Now I'm going to show you all your data here first. First, I want to explain what I do. I started doing this in 1984, and I do what I call a 26-year earning power approach to teacher salary schedules, where I define the value of your structure with one number over a 26-year period. I start a teacher at your BA 30 unit starting salary. I walk them through your structure for 26 years, defining the value of your plan with one number over that 26-year period. I use 26 years because the average number of years of service current retirees have that are drawing off a retirement system is 26 years. I move them to all 917 school districts in the state of California. So in this report, I have a lot of information. So first of all, there is your county average. I'm going to highlight Cinnabar, why I don't know, but I'm going to look to see how they turned out on salary and benefits. You're going to see your information in a minute here. Okay, so when I look at it, their earning power, $1,808,000. This is a good number to look at when you want to look at the long range implication of your salary schedule, not only upon the district, but also on the teacher as well. Structurally, their salary schedule was 53,000 below the county average over a 26-year period. They were 3% below the county average, and they ranked 27th in the county. Now I'm going to scroll down here so you can see your numbers. I'll do it slowly, and if you need to pause this, you can. Okay, there's a lot of schools here. You can see where you're at. Let's see who's number one. I think is the county office. I put the county office in here too. Been doing this for a lot of years, and I've been having fun. I get a lot of thank yous. People really appreciate what I do here. So you can see kind of how you turned out. Okay. Now I do the same thing with the BA 30 unit starting salary. I don't take a lot of stock in this number because a lot of people keep them there for 2, 3 years before they get a raise. So anyway, you can see Cinnabar 48,440. They were 1,000 plus below average, 2.1% below average, and they ranked 24th. Then I look at the highest salary with the BA 45. Now, the reason I pick that number is because nationally, BA 45 tends to be the most a teacher can make without a master's degree. Now, that's not true in California, but it's still a decent benchmark to use. Okay, you can see where they're at. They're a little bit below average, and they rank 30th. Then I do the top salary on the schedule. Now, when I say top salary, I mean the highest salary unless you go on forever on your schedule. I stop it at step 26, and I include the master stipend as well. Your master stipend is included in the earning power. I add that in the ninth year when I do my computations. So I'm doing everything consistently from district to district. Took a little time to do this, but it's a lot of fun. You can see where you're at there, 1.2%, and you rank 24th. So they're close to average, but you're going to see something really strange here when I go through the whole thing because they appear low, but they're really not. Okay, then I look at the benefits. Okay, I'm going to look at the benefits over here. What a district contributes here. Okay, here's the average contribution the county makes for single insurance. Here's the average they make for family insurance. Well, Cinnabar has a $600 cap, and that's where they rest at. Okay, we see some aren't settled yet, like you see right here. I'm using previous year's data. I have the number of days and also the student-teacher ratio. You're going to see the significance and what it does when I look at the whole picture. I like to look at things a lot of different ways. That way you don't get false ideals. Okay, then when I combine the benefits to the salary, wow, Cinnabar dropped down quite a bit. I do it based on family insurance and then based on single insurance. Not everybody has a composite rate. Okay, so there they rank 36, so they look kind of, there's a couple lower. 38 schools in your county. Holy cow, I got everybody but Montgomery in here. Then the entry level pay with the BA 30. See where you're at there. You rank 37th. Now, just don't get alarmed because it's going to change a whole lot when I look at student teacher ratio. BA 45, top, ranked 33rd. Top salary, they rank 33rd. Then I do it based on single insurance. Naturally, you're going to go up there because not everybody pays a composite. You just pay $600 a month, and that's it. Okay, so you can see how you compared based on single insurance. Okay. This is fun. Been doing this for so long that I sometimes assume everybody knows what I'm doing here. Okay, and then I'm going to take a look at it on a per diem basis. Now that used to be an issue quite a few years ago when you were dealing with furlough days, but I think that day is pretty much past now. So I can see that would be the average teacher for a BA 30 on a per diem basis. Okay. Then I do it with benefits as well, per diem, based on family insurance. I don't think I need to go through this in too much detail because I think you're getting the gist of what we're doing here. But I want to go to and I do it based on single insurance. I want to take a look at it when I do it based on student-teacher ratio. Different story. They have a lower student-teacher ratio than the rest of the county. So look at this right here. Now they ranked 11th on salary. They're 3.5% above the county average. And I'm going to look at the starting salary here because it's a little bit easier to relate to. This would be the salary on a per student basis for Cinnabar. They get $127 more. They're 4% above average and they ranked 11th. So it changes things a whole lot. Then it's also done with benefits if I keep going to the right. But I think we're getting the idea here. I maintain student-teacher ratio is a big issue. And when I say student-teacher ratio, I do not mean class size. I take a look at your entire staff, divided by your entire enrollment, divided by the number of teachers you have. And most of that information was gotten from the J90 forms. And I went through them, and there was a lot of mistakes in the J90, so I tried to figure out and fix what I could there. Okay, so anyway, so all you ever have to do, I'm going to go back over here. All you ever have to do is to put in the group of schools that you want here. Now, I know you're not going to want a lot of these districts in your study. You can just put any schools you want just by putting the code number like I did before. Now, there's your average for your county. Here's the average for the state. I have every 917 schools in here. I have these code numbers. You just have to enter in the codes of the school that you want, and boom, your report is automatically generated. And then I did kind of berserk here. I have them sorted many different ways. I have my codes sorted over here. I have them sorted by the size, by enrollment. I have them by the district type and enrollment, district type and cost per student, which would also equate to the wealth of the community on a per student basis. And then also just based on cost per student, which would equate to the wealth. So you can just pick out the ones you want. You can copy, paste, and then you have everything done. Try to make things simple. Now, we said that Bennett wasn't settled yet. So I am going to make a proposal here, and I want to see what happens. I'm going to put Bennett's salary schedule in there. Now I can deal with Bennett Valley. Okay, let's say they're looking at a 2% increase, or let's say 2.5 just for fun here, okay? It increased everything 2.5%. Now, not everything, because if your master's stipend is not a percent, it leaves it the same. This thing is smart. I should know it's smart because I developed it. It took me a couple years to develop. And then if you want to experiment with benefits, you can put in different benefits. Let's say they want, let's see what they're paying right now for benefits. I go over there, okay, they're paying $882, $727. Let's say they want to go family insurance to be $900, and you want single insurance to be $800 a month. Okay, now that proposal that you're looking at is going to show you how you compare with the group of schools that you choose. Now, this one right here is the county, and you can see right here that everything is generated based on what you're projecting. Okay, and then at the end here, I just say checking out a proposal. So it's kind of nice to do. I want to make it simple for people. It's very accurate, and it's very a lot of fun. I hope you found this beneficial. Now, what I do here is, like I said, is I have 917 schools in here. And boy, do I get a lot of thank yous on this. What it costs, my total cost is $595. And what that includes is this entire template. You can pick and choose any group of schools that you want. With these trying times, there's no hurry for payment. If you need it now, you can just reply to the email and I'll send an invoice, but I won't bill you until we get back to normal again, which I hope will be someday. Okay, and then over here, here's my firm name. There's me. There's my email address. There's my website and telephone number. And then also, since there's 240 some odd districts that are still working under an old structure, between now and October, you will be receiving updates. Now, there's no extra cost for it. I just automatically send you the updates for the people that already use me. They've already gotten 2 or 3 updates, and this will probably continue till October, maybe a little longer. We'll see. Anyway, I hope to hear from you. I think I have something that's very beneficial, and you can give me a little response, see what you think of it. And if I'm on the right track, I've been doing this since '85, so I think that I am on the right track because of the responses that I get. And nobody has 2019-20 data. You can wait until next February to get missed data, or you can just trust me because after 35 years of doing this, I should know what I'm doing. I hope to hear from you, and thank you much.